What's up, y'all? It's Ty in this video. Today, I'm going to be talking you guys through what I would be doing and how to approach this Bracket Busters event, quotes, in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Now, this is something that I've done in every event in the past, and one of the main reasons before I pulled the 100 overall Shaq that my MT was in a pretty solid position as well. Now, as we do dive into this thing, if you are new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button. I really do appreciate all the support. Now, if you go in here, obviously there's a new event. Now, with this event, you can, earn or buy packs to earn the 100 overalls, earn the Billy Donovans, earn the Zach Edeys. Or you could maybe grind for some of these lower tiered Galaxy Opals like Jamal Mashburn and Joakim Noah, who I got no problem with. If you want to go grind for, Juwan Dixon, Mashburn, Joakim Noah, do what you guys got to do. Same thing with a Cam Reddish. I think 8 pink diamonds is kind of gassing it, but he's obviously really solid. If you want any of these cards, you obviously can go get them. Hakeem Warwick's decent. Or you could even go and get, AC Laws, probably a fun amethyst to use. But the best approach to take for this, in my opinion, is one of two things, right? Either getting as many takeover boosts as possible or as many badges as possible. Now, the reason I mentioned takeover here, and I'll explain why, is because there are a couple of takeovers that if you get, you're going to be in really a solid position. Now, I just played a showdown game, so I have another gold event card to exchange for. And again, when you do get an amethyst card or 3 amethyst cards, you can go exchange them for the badges or for the takeovers. Now, the reason I like this shoe and takeover maybe the most is because if you open this up and if you pull a gold chef or gold satellite, that takeover is going to sell for quite a bit. Now, you never can really expect to pull any of them. You can expect to pull more of them like spot up shooter. But even with that right there, right? I got a diamond shoe. Might not think it's that big of a deal, but every diamond shoe you do get sells for 300 MT. And so by the time that you quick sell things, the shoe and takeover is going to be more worth it than the badge packs before. It used to be I would recommend getting the badge packs, but now I think this takeover as well as the shoe pack is the most worth it because again, every time you exchange for that, you're getting 300 MT. So, basically for every, what is this? You need 3 of these. For every showdown game or every, 3 breakout games, you're getting an extra 300 MT. Plus, if you do happen to pull that gold chef, you're going to be in a really solid position. Now, why do I feel so strongly about this? Well, it's one of those things, to me at least, when you're really looking at this event and looking at how much things are, it's ridiculously priced. Things are ridiculously expensive. There is no reason that Zach Edey should be as hard to get as he is. Like, Zach Edey is nearly impossible to get. Why? It's because of how 2K did things. You need, here, I'm gonna allow you to, I'm gonna do some quick math for you guys, okay? So, guaranteed 300 MT, right? For one of these, amethyst cards, right? Because one AMI cards get you 300 MT. So, I'm just gonna do some quick math for you guys because I think this is important to know. So, 300 times 6, all right? So, 1,800. 1,800, what is this? Times 5. All right. So, now we're at 9,000. 9,000 times 4. Now we're at 36,000. 36,000 times 3. Awesome. 108,000 MT. That get you 1 dark matter card, and you need 38 dark matter cards to get Zach Edey. So basically, if you go and get Zach Edey, you're locking in 4 million MT worth. I want you guys to let that sink in. If you lock in Zach Edey, you are locking in 4 million MT worth compared to if you do what I would do, which is exchanging it for this takeover and shoe, which is the best thing to do with every amethyst and diamond, or with every amethyst thing you have. You're going to add a bunch of diamond shoes to your collection. You might get blessed with a chef or satellite takeover. And guess what? At the end of it, you're going to earn a bunch of MT. Forget the rest of it, guys. Forget this event that they want to hype up. Forget the Zach Edey. Forget the 100 overalls. Get MT, add it to your collection, and you're going to be better off in the long run. I'm telling you guys, this is the approach to take when it comes down to doing this, because getting Zach Edey is ridiculous. Getting the 100 overalls are ridiculous. Boom. That right there secures me a ton of MT. Not only did I get 1,800 MT by the shoes, I just got gold chef. Now, let me show y'all something, right? Obviously, eventually this will go down when more and more people do that. But right now, this gold chef, first of all, I need it for my collection because I need it for takeovers. But gold chef right now is selling for what? 13 is the cheapest? 13,000 MT. Might be a little cheaper by the time I continue to do this. But 13,000 MT. Boom. Just like that. So instead of locking in for Zach Edey, by this math right here, if that happened every time, you're locking in way more MT than that. Now again, as these prices do drop, more and more people pull chef, pull satellite, these prices will go down. But I just want you guys to think about it, right? Think about it real quick. When you get the 100 overall card or the dark matter one tomorrow, whenever you guys end up getting it for, playing in King of the Court, when you're completing these challenges and getting these things done, I just want you guys to think about every time you're locking in for something, you are throwing away MT. And again, I'm not trying to tell you guys this so you guys are like, well, Ty, like, do I really, need to just chill and not have fun with the event? You can do what you want to do. If you want Hakeem work, if you want any of these cards, go ahead and do it. But I'm telling you right now, my approach is going to be completely different, right? I'm going to take the approach of getting diamond shoes, getting these takeovers. And like I mentioned, if you pull chef, if you pull satellite, if you pull any of these good takeovers, even glass gunner might sell for something because it's a personally, a shoe that a takeover that I personally like. Then you're going to notice your MT count go way up. And guess what? Then instead of going and getting Zach Edey, oh, boom, you can go get a sellable Victor Wembanyama that's suit. Instead of going to get, your favorite, card, you can go and your favorite card via the exchange, you can go get who you want off the auction house. And guess what? It's I didn't mean to do this, did I? Yeah, I did. Instead, it's a sellable card, right? It's something that you are going to be able to eventually sell down the road. Plus, guess what? 2K is probably going to drop Zach Edey this week, follow it up with a 100 overall Wemby next week, or 100 overall Manute Bol, or a Dark Matter Manute Bol next week. And then guess what? If you locked in Zach Edey, you locked in the 4 million MT that you could have gotten, you're going to be out of luck, right? On my channel, I will always tell you guys that there is no better thing that you guys can do, there's no better thing in this game than having accessible MT, right? And my approach to this is if you do this shoe and takeovers, you're going to have accessible MT. Now, yeah, it's annoying to have to downgrade all these things and end up doing this the way I'm doing it. But I'm telling you, it is going to be the most worth it thing for you guys to do in the long run. I know it's annoying. I know it seems like, oh, it's a hassle and this and that. But by the end of it, when you have all these diamond shoes to sell, when you have all of these takeovers, if you get chef or satellite, I'm telling you, you are going to have more MT on your account than you know what to do with. I did this with the badge exchange last time. Now, the badge exchange used to, in my opinion, at least be more guaranteed worth it. But since they updated it to now you need 3 amethysts, this diamond shoe plus takeover is way more worth it in my opinion. And like I mentioned, by the time you do this, for the amount of times you'd have to go get, the lock-in stuff for the Zach Edey, you're throwing away 4 million MT by locking in that Zach Edey. Okay? So this event, right, that 2K gave us, sure, it is an event, but you got to use it as an MT event, right? That's the way I've approached it. That's the way I've built my squad from the ground up. And even though I know money spent, it's going to be the exact same thing, right? The exact same thing that I'm doing today. Instead of using it as an approach of, oh wow, Ty, like you're going for Zach Edey or you're going for all these things. No, forget that. Get some MT from it. Get some decent takeovers if you can get them, and go crazy with them. Now, a lot of these takeovers aren't any good, and if you do get bad takeovers, guess what? You might just have to quick sell them. But at the end of the day, some of these takeovers do sell for a little bit. Like I don't know for sure if Glass Gunner sells for a decent amount or not. But it does, like 500 MT. It might not seem like a lot, but at the end of the day, if Glass Gunner sells for 500 MT, that's an extra 500 MT that I got to add to my collection. Plus, I wouldn't do it right away. I would let all of these shoes add up. But by the time you get done with all these shoes, you're gonna have more MT in your collection than you know what to do with. I'm telling you, Zach Edey equals an unsellable that you have to lock in 4 million MT for. If that doesn't make you sick, I don't know what will make you sick on this game. Like genuinely. Like this is the way I would approach it. This is my best approach to it. If you don't want to do this, guys, you don't have to. I'm not telling you have to do it. Have fun with the event the way you want to have fun with it. But I'm just trying to change your approach a little bit to, instead of going for this card and spending a bunch of money, guess what? Use this event, and instead of spending money towards a specific card, use this event as, well, guess what? If I don't spend a bunch of money and instead play whatever game mode you want. The way I look at it is every showdown game I get done right now, it's an extra guaranteed 300 MT plus whatever takeover I pull from it, right? So an extra 325 at minimum MT for every showdown game I win. Every King of the Court game I win tomorrow, it's going to go towards this as well. This is my way of making extra MT. And I don't know by the end of this how much MT I'm truly going to have, right? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I can guarantee you that instead of getting, spending a bunch of money towards Zach Edey, even working towards any of those dark matters, any of the 100 overalls, you are going to have way more success long-term doing this right here. And again, it's not anything crazy I'm doing, right? It's going to take a little bit of time to do. But at the end of it, instead of making this event about 2K in their pockets, make it about our pockets, right? Make it about us building our MT up for when 2K does ramp things up. And next week they drop some really fire cards, because 2K did drop some good Galaxy Opals. I've used the Carlos Boozer because I have him. He is extremely good, right? Some of the other Galaxy Opals like Shane Battier they dropped today is extremely good. And guess what? If you do this, you can earn your way towards the dark matters, right? You want the David Robinson? Well, guess what? By doing this, you're going to have way more MT than you did before at the start of this thing. So again, it is a little bit different from the last event. And again, if you are wondering kind of how this event works, basically, I mean, you can open up whatever you want to open up as far as pack wise, and try to work your way towards it. But I also want to end y'all with this, right? Okay, and this is where I'm going to end y'all with, because I think this is a super important thing to make note of. If you want to buy this thing for 450,000 VC, you get Steph Curry, plus you get 3 100 overall bracket buster event cards, okay? So you get 3 of these cards right here, okay? You get 3 of these dark matters, okay? They break down to 2 dark matter. The 100 overalls break down to 2 dark matters, okay? That breaks down to 3 Galaxy Opals, which breaks down to 4 pink diamonds, okay? Which breaks down to 5 diamonds, which breaks down to 6 amethyst cards, which is 720 amethyst cards. That times 3, you can get 2,100 amethyst cards for 3 of those 100 overalls. And I think I did the math right. I'm pretty confident. I'm gonna do it again. But if you have one of these dark matters, which you can get, okay, you get the 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 times 6. You have 720 amethyst cards, okay? And so again, break that down a little bit further. Times MT, you are looking at 216,000 guaranteed MT for one of those 100 overall cards. So guess what? That times 3, you're looking at 650,000 VC with one of these 100 overall packs. Think about that before you use those 100 overall tokens on anything else. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.